Alright, these are video notes for load 1692, Mrs. Hollins' kitchen. I want to show you around the kitchen real quick, let you see what we've got. These are built-in 2x4s and sheetrock soffits. The customer is adamant they're going to take all the soffits and stuff out. All the wiring that needs to be done is all that's going to be taken out and reworked. So none of these boxes are in my design drawings. Only thing in my design drawings are the perimeter measurements of the room, okay? So starting here in the corner edge to the edge of this trim, this is 96 5/8 inches. And it's important that I point that out because 96 is a divisible by 3 increment. 5/8 of an inch of overhang of countertop right here is usually not enough for people. So we need to stop our cabinet box max at 95 to have enough overhang right here that it doesn't look crowded. Again, this is an egress in and out of the room. If you look here at the floor, the original cabinets came all the way to the edge, and you can see the caulking where they were caulked to this door trim. When we talk about that, this was actually a pantry or an oven that was here, so there was no countertop component. That's the only reason it went that far. With a countertop, you need to leave a little bit of room here for the countertop overhang so it looks right. Now, go back to this direction. Here, I've got an outlet layout, 66 inches in design from the left-hand wall. And that outlet is 84 minus 6 inches down. So this is 84 inches to the bottom, minus 6 inches is the center of that outlet. Okay, that would be for your over-the-range microwave. Now come over here to this side, to the right of the molding on the window is 48 inches. Again, you see there's a zero margin here, zero margin. But in the design, you're at 3 inches of margin. And that's fine. There should be sheetrock back there. There's sheetrock behind this. So there should be sheetrock back here behind this. But right now it's a zero margin on the window. 48 inches to the side of it. Window width 40.5. This window is not in the design. It needs to be added to the design to be accurate for the center line measurement of this to work out correctly. So the width of this is 40.5. The height of it is 41.5. That's the standard. And the window is actually about 82 inches from the floor. It's to the top of the window. 68.5 inches from the edge of the window here, zero margin originally. 68.5 to the edge of the window trim over there. That window is 64 5/8. And there's 20 inches to the inside corner. Now come back to the sink right here with me. Underneath the sink, there's a little bit of plumbing that the customer is going to have to do when they do their tear out. If you look here, there's a collar. That collar needs to have the PVC cut off above the collar. Do not cut it off below. We're already going to have a problem with height here, so we need to make sure we have as much room as possible for that PVC. You can probably cut it off up here below the other one if you want to leave some length to that pipe. Over here, you've got a tree branch, which is the valve to the dishwasher. So we want to take that copper line that's there, this copper line that's over here, and we need to add 2 straight new construction stub outs, which would be no cutoff valve, just a straight piece of pipe 10 inches higher than the floor of this, 10 to 12 inches higher. Same thing over there, 10 to 12 inches higher than the floor of this. New construction stub out with a cap on it. We need to add some pipe. The pipe is too short. This has been cut off. See how close that is to the floor? So we need to cut this off to where we can actually get some height. The new cabinets will have a 4.5 inch toe kick underneath them, and this has only got a 2 inch toe kick. So we're definitely going to have some problems with the plumbing being tall enough, okay? Now the dishwasher's already here. Power's already been run to it. No problem there. It's going to stay in the same place. Now something we talked about today was that maybe instead of turning out the island and putting a corner cabinet, is to do a single run island in the middle of the room. That would be a 3-foot countertop with a 2-foot base underneath it, maybe 4 to 5 foot long with a 1-foot overhang at the end. There's plenty of room. This room is 11'8" across, and because they're opening up the wall over here for a larger doorway, then there actually will be room to put an island in the middle of the room. She would prefer to have that than the peninsula. We've already talked about the flooring. The flooring will be replaced eventually, so there's no flooring footprint that we have to take into consideration. So there's nothing there that we have to do anything with as far as that goes. Now let's look at the refrigerator. This refrigerator is massive. If you look at depth It is 36 inches or so deep. Look at width. It is exactly 35 7/8 inches wide. So we need a 37-inch space for this refrigerator. This refrigerator will not fit between two pantries at 36 inches as it is in the plan. We need 37 inches for that. Height on this is somewhere around 70, right at 70. So we make sure that we have a 72-inch opening for the refrigerator height. There's plenty of room for air to circulate on it. They do want the deep cabinet above this, the deep 24-inch deep cabinet. They want the pantries on either side. Take a look right here. There's a switch here. This switch is actually right on the side of a pantry. So that switch will need to either be moved to this side of the wall on the other side, or it'll need to be moved to this side of the wall over here. It would be a lot easier, I would think, just to move, switch from this side to this side for that switch. And the other thing is you've got a plug right here. The plug right now is 33 inches to the edge of the plug. That's dead center of the end panel of the pantry. The pantry in this one is 36, I believe, with a 3-inch filler. So this plug is not going to be behind the refrigerator. It needs to move that way 18 inches. It needs to move over 2 stud cavities from where it's at. Now, as far as this, I've got a mark here on the top. This is 112 inches. This is where the end of the pantry would be from that right-hand wall. But because we need some wall space, this is your max rough opening from that wall over there. So if you measure from that wall to here, that is how long it's going to be to have opening for a door. That's the max rough opening. This space is about 9 inches. That way the molding on the top of this can return and won't interfere with any of the molding of this door. Let me give you a measurement on that real quick. Walk over there. Above. There you go. That is 120 inches. That's exactly 10 feet from the edge of this, from that wall to the edge of this rough opening for the larger door hole. So 10 feet easy. All right, I think that's pretty much it. If you have any other questions about this, you want to give me a call at 423-650-1051. Thanks very much. Have a good day.